Welcome to Baronar's Take. This one is all about the new token AXS, introduced by Axie Infinity. Just to start off, I want to give a reminder as to why you might want to be involved with Axie Infinity. The team released some graphics with this update that show some amazing parabolic growth that's happening with Axie Infinity. The amount of users is just increasing, and the amount of value that's being generated within the Axie Infinity universe is just getting higher and higher. So with the introduction of Axie Infinity Shards, we are going to get a governance token that is going to reflect at least somewhat the value that's being generated within the Axie Infinity universe. Along with the announcement, a white paper was released that gives us a lot of information about Axie Infinity and the future, including the AXS token. So let's recap, delve into the information, and see if we can get into some speculation as well. Just from the outset, I want to say it looks like the team has just knocked this one out of the park, and everything looks very exciting. Provided within the white paper is this flowchart of the AXS token. PsychOut gave us a good explanation as to how some of these items are going to interrelate with one another. Holders of the AXS token are going to be able to stake their holdings. This will have some involvement with the community chest, and holders will be involved with the governance of the Axie Infinity universe. AXS looks to become the primary token for Axie Infinity. So beyond governance and staking, we have the token that is going to be the most influential and the most key part of the Axie Infinity ecosystem for economics and market value. In looking at the vision that the core team has for the Axie Infinity universe, there are several goals that are described here. These goals seem to include a partnership between the Axie Infinity team, Sky Mavis, and then the community of Axie Infinity players and AXS holders. Furthermore, the token design has big incentives to hold on to AXS for a long period of time. Inherent within that decision is the idea that Axie Infinity is going to be around for a long, long time. This is no pump and dump strategy. Perhaps one of the most surprising and maybe one of the neatest decisions the team has made here is that they chose to reward the existing community and early adopters of Axie Infinity. As of the date of the announcement, they took a snapshot of everything with regard to the Axie Infinity universe. Certain aspects of participation in the Axie Infinity universe are going to result in AXS ownership. We'll talk more about that in just a little bit. This is a great visualization of the AXS token. As you can see, the tokenomics for this token go well beyond 5 years. All of the different categories of AXS holders have incentives to hold on to their tokens and receive those tokens over a period of time. The only exception to that is the public sale, which seems to have as its primary purpose, apart from raising funds, using the BINANCE LAUNCHPAD to introduce new people to the Axie Infinity universe by becoming AXS holders. This portion of the white paper gives us some very specific information about the numbers related to the different types of AXS holders. As you can see, nearly 50%, 49% to be exact, will be given to either players within the community or holders of AXS tokens through staking or play to earn. Please note that there will only ever be 270 million AXS tokens within the Axie Infinity universe. So as we look closer at this breakdown, we can see that some tokens are going to be locked, some are partially unlocked and partially locked, and then the final category are the unlocked tokens that are going to the public sale. Just briefly, it seemed to be mentioned that those that hold Luna are going to be able to convert their Luna into AXS tokens, and so we expect that the team will provide some sort of conversion method for us to switch those Luna tokens into AXS tokens. Presumably, those tokens will be unlocked immediately as well. Looking at the individual categories of token holders, the play to earn category is of course one of the categories that's most important to the Axie Infinity community. Here we can also see that these tokens are front loaded so that most of the tokens or many of the tokens are released early in another effort to encourage early adoption into play and participation in the Axie Infinity universe. We also see that AXS tokens are going to be rewarded for both PvP style of play and land play. The next category of AXS holders are those that are participating in the staking rewards. Obviously, this is going to require that those tokens be staked over a period of time. Delphi Digital gave us a sheet of information that gives some indication as to how that's going to go forward. It also shows that that is going to be clearly tied to the community treasury and has a gradual unlock period of over 5.5 years. Again, this is no short-term play. The next category is the ecosystem category. This category is going to be handled by the Sky Mavis team. The principles for this fund are clear. Ecosystem fund tokens are going to be rewarded at the discretion of the Sky Mavis team to those who add clear value and meet certain goals that will be expressed by the team. As governance actually becomes implemented, we would expect that the voting would also include these ecosystem rewards. This means that at some point, AXS holders will vote and determine who receives these types of rewards. Kudos to the team. Definitely deserved. They receive a good portion of the tokens that are available. But note, the access tokens that the team receives, while they are front-loaded to some extent, are gradually unlocked as well over a long period of time. This will have the effect of encouraging the team to stay heavily involved with the project, continuing to design and develop the wonderful game that we've all come to know and love, and to curate and guide the Axie Infinity marketplace and universe at large. More information will certainly come with respect to the advisors and the private sale, although the private sale was discussed to some extent and clearly involved Delphi Digital. These tokens represent about 1/10 of the total Axis tokens available, and all have gradual unlock periods that take place over the course of several years. One of the most exciting parts of this announcement is the BINANCE LAUNCHPAD. Just over 1/10 of the tokens that are available are going to be offered up through the BINANCE LAUNCHPAD. This is a known and proven technique in order to release tokens. This should have the effect of introducing Axis and Axie Infinity to a broader community. It goes without saying that broader adoption for this Axie Infinity universe is crucial to the help of the Axie Infinity experience, and will help to drive the Axie Infinity marketplace and overall value. The BINANCE LAUNCHPAD is a limited time opportunity, so if you want to take part in that event, this is something that you need to do right away. The ticket claim is set for November 2nd. The lottery draw and results will be announced on November 3rd. Another thing included in the white pages was an updated roadmap. This provides us some insight as to when to expect to have certain features of the Axie Infinity universe ready to go and ready to be launched. Note also that it says that this is a conservative roadmap. I believe that the team is communicating to us that we can absolutely expect that these deadlines will be met, and that these things may be released prior to these deadlines if everything is in order and everything looks like it is ready to go. Under the conservative roadmap, we can see that Ronin is just on the brink of being released, as land and items are set to be moved over to the Ronin sidechain this quarter. Axies are slated to move over no later than the first quarter of 2021. And specific timeframes are given for both Axie Battle version 2 and Community Alpha Land gameplay. As you might expect, I'm excited to talk more about the information that we received about land gameplay, but I'm limiting this video to Axis token discussions. Certainly a question that's on my mind, and I expect it's on the minds of everyone watching this video, is how do I earn Axis tokens? Well, we're given some very specific guidance in this regard. First of all, it appears that we will be able to earn them through Axie battling. Presumably this means that in addition to SLP rewards, there will be a chance to receive at least portions of Axis rewards as well. Similar to the die rewards and the Digix rewards, I would expect that these would be the dust-style hyperfractionalization that can be accumulated and then redeemed in order to have the actual token itself. With respect to land, the team has been very firm in its discussions that land will be an access point for receiving Axis tokens. Until we see some form of land gameplay, it's very difficult to understand exactly how this is going to go forward. However, some of the materials have said specifically that there may be resource nodules that can be Luna specific, and we would expect that that would translate over to Axis tokens. There's also a possibility, according to the materials, that Chimera could drop Axis tokens. The recent materials talk about specifically completing quests and dungeons in order to get Axis tokens as well. In a wonderful development, Axie Infinity has decided to reward its community members and early adopters with drops of Axis tokens. The team took a snapshot of all the activity with respect to Axie Infinity and specifically indicated that if you have done any of the things shown on this graphic, that you are an Axis holder. More details with respect to how those determinations are going to be made will be released. It sounds as though the formula has generally been decided, but we'll wait to see exactly how this pans out. The team is rewarding early adopters and those who have trusted them and participated in this grand experiment that is this Axie Infinity universe. One thing that I thought it was important to note is to look at the market caps for the different land. One would expect that the value received for Axis tokens with respect to land gameplay would bear some relation to the price of chests in the initial sale. In fact, the team has said so on more than one occasion. I felt that it was important to point this out so that the community may see that there are certain reasonable expectations with regard to Axis token generation on the various kinds of land plots. I hadn't seen this compiled this specifically anywhere else, but I think it's important for everyone to see it and take note. Like you, I'm excited to get my lands going and gaining more of those Axis tokens. I hope that you have enjoyed this video and that it's a great summary of the Axis information that we have right now. If you enjoy it and you want to see more of these types of videos, well, you know what to do. Please join me and Enjoy with Axie Edge for Axie Chat every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Thanks again and have a great day in Lunacia!